Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to talk about Uniswap and its token UNI. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Over the last several key time periods, Uniswap and its token UNI has rallied a lot. Over the last 30 days by about 20-25%. It's slightly up over the last 24 hours, but over the last 7 days, down by about 4.5%. Market cap at around 4 billion, volume at around 250 million. So in terms of market cap versus price growth over the last 1 year, this is the price chart and market cap chart kind of going hand in hand. In terms of token unlocks, most of the tokens are unlocked, and the next unlock schedule is linear, so no major token unlocks per this analysis. Price at around $6.20 represents a rally back to the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average. Again, that was at around $6.98, around $7 and $7.20. Price has cooled off from that run up to that 20-week moving averages. If this week makes another attempt to go back to that moving average levels, the $7 level could be a key level to watch in the short term. If the prices in the mania phase were to rally beyond the 0.23 fib level like they did back in March of 2024, then in December slightly higher to about 0.38 to fib level at around $20. Next time around, if there is a slightly higher high, that could take the price at around $25 to $26. That's the 0.5 fib level from its previous all-time high at around $48 in the 2021 euphoria phase between $45 to $48, and the 2022 bottom at around $4. So prices since that June 2022 bottom, prices have been making a series of higher lows. Again, that structure was broken back in March of 2025. If we were to draw a line from this particular point to here, again that kind of sets where the major lows occurred. Again, there was slight deviation in March to April of 2025. Let's see if this breakout from this trend line again can hold this area of support at around, if there is a correction at around $5.99 or $6 level. So that's a key area to watch for. In terms of the machine learning based price forecast, again, all of the content available from here on cryptoweeklies.com, link on the bottom of your screen, all available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. This is the output of machine learning model trained on the price action since the launch in September 2020. This is when the token got launched over here, and since then, again, instead of looking at the candles, this looks at a weekly average trading range. May 2021 average weekly high was at around $40 now, and from that point to about $4 again, more than 90% drop in the span of the bear market. If we were to look at some of the bullish predictions using this yellow line, which is the 1 standard deviation non-euphoria bull case for UNI, in the next 6 months the price could be per this model between $7 and about $21. Again, none of the content is financial advice. All of the content uses on this website uses statistical measures such as standard deviation, machine learning models such as seasonal ARIMA, LSTM, XGBoost, linear and polynomial regression based outputs. So a lot of work going behind this scenes to develop these models. If you are interested, please give us a like and subscribe. The bear case for this model, in the next 6 months the price could go somewhere between $3 and $6 if the prices were to stay bearish over the next 6 months. All in all, the directionality case says that all things equal, the price has a tendency to spend a lot of time in this range. So that's why there is no clear indication if the prices have to go up with time or down with time per this model. If we were to look at the 2 standard deviation case, again, that model is right now not functional. That is because of the series of higher highs and higher lows. Again, the probability that the prices stay within the 1 standard deviation range is much higher over the next 6 months. If we were to look at the regression based fair value, it's coming down. That is the non-linear aspect of the model where it tries to fit the momentum in the bear market with a decline in the fair value, the pink line, and an upswing with an upswing in the bull market. Again, since about November 2024, the price has been in a decline for about 6 to 7 months. That's why the fair value has been going down with time. If let's say there is a series of higher highs and higher lows in the next 3 to 4 months. This shape of the fair value going forward could have an upswinging bias, but right now the fair value is coming in at around less than slightly over $4, whereas the price is close to the 2 standard deviation ceiling. Again, if it were to go beyond the $8 level, that would be a major area of resistance to take out per this model. If we were to look at the simple moving average based risk, right now it's coming in at around 20%. If it were to go to that intermediate level of this 50 to 60% risk, the price per this model could be around $19, almost $20, between $20 and $23. That's the simple moving average based intermediate price target for Uni. If we were to look at the TCM model, again the risk levels are kind of elevated. If they were to go back to that 60 to 70% risk, the price could be somewhere between $6.20 and about $6.70, again kind of close with where we are right now. The top predicted per this model again in the short term is at around $8.50. That would be considered hitting the top of the regression channel. Right now it's coming in at around over here, the dotted red line that helps identify if the prices are overvalued or undervalued. Similarly, the bottom line again over here helped identify if the again this is the fair value in the middle. 1 standard deviation residual to the downside helps identify some of the great prices again below 10% risk, color coded in this purple or plum color. That's where again most of the DCA per this model makes the most amount of sense. If we were to look for Uni in terms of time weighted average prices have been consistently below the time weighted average price. Again, looking back, this could be in the next couple of years, if the prices were to be in an upswing, this could be considered an accumulation phase for Uni, especially when it's below the time weighted average price. If it were to have a chance in the to participate in the next bullish run, for especially for altcoins, again they are not in a bullish trend. Again, you can see over most of the indicators such as again one on coin market cap over here. If it's Bitcoin season or altcoin season, it's currently deep into the Bitcoin season territory. If altcoins were to take the center stage, that could change. Again over here you can see this is the narrative word cloud. Most of the Bitcoin narratives are in peak, whereas altcoins have a lower attention span right now in the market, especially over the social media platforms. These are some of the news sentiment analysis. More of the news in the last 24 hours is bullish at 84 score, or completion of the bull market is only 32% per this bull market completion analyzer. If you look at the year-to-date performance of major cryptos such as Bitcoin and ETH, they're barely up 10%. Bitcoin is up barely 10%. ETH is still down by about 25% from the yearly open, and altcoins are faring worse than that. So again, that's where we are in the grander scheme of things. Again, not financial advice, this is just seasonality analysis. If you were to look at the estimated bull run peak for Uni with a confluence of 3 models that we talked about, estimated bull run peak is at around $20, represent about 3.2x reward from the current price of about $6. That is a conservative estimate. Again, this model again has a high trend regression risk. That is because of the fair value of regression based channel is going down with time. If that were to change, the estimated bull run target could also change, but conservatively speaking, a $20 Uni is considered again somewhere between the point close to that 0.382. If it were to do a triple top in the end of 2025 or the last quarter of 2025, that couldn't be too outlandish. At least looking at the structure of higher lows all the way throughout the bear market and the recovery year that Uni enjoyed, it would be surprising if it want to make at least a leg up back to the $20 target. With that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.